2019 PGA Championship press conference. My name is Scott Reid. I'm the championship director. You're getting a sneak peek of our media center that will be used for the PGA Championship, so apologize for some of the unfinished items, but we're still a work in progress. We still got 10 days to go, so we don't want to rush anything. We need all the time we need all that time to get ready. But as I said, we're just 10 days away from welcoming 200,000 plus of our closest friends out to Bethpage Black to witness the first PGA Championship that will be played at Bethpage Black. Last year, we celebrated 100 years of the PGA Championship in St. Louis at Bellone Country Club. And we couldn't think of a better place than to kick off the next 100 years of the PGA Championship than right here in the great state of New York. The PGA of America was founded in New York in 1916, so it's only fitting that we're here to kick off the next 100 years of the PGA Championship. We are, as you might know, we're in a new date, new place in the calendar for the PGA Championship, being in May. We've been in August for many, many years, so this is new for us, new for the golf fans, but we feel really good about the new golf schedule and having the cadence of 4 major championships in 4 months. So with the Masters just happening last month in Augusta, PGA Championship in May, US Open in June, and then the Open Championship overseas in July. The purpose of today is really just to provide a briefing with our great community partners on the impact that this championship will have for both Nassau and Suffolk County, in addition to the village of Farmingdale. At this time, I'd like to introduce our speakers. I'll introduce each one of them, and then we'll have each of them make a few comments. From Nassau County, the County Executive, Laura Curran, Suffolk County Executive, Steve Bellone, our Major from the State Police, David Candelaria, George Gorman, Regional Director for State Parks, and then Charlie Robson, who is our General Chair for the 2019 PGA Championship, responsible for leading 3,600 volunteers that we will have out here for the week helping us put on this great championship. First, I'd like to I'll welcome and ask Nassau County Executive Laura Curran if you can make a couple of comments, please.
Sure, I'd be happy to. Thank you very much, Scott. I have to give a special thanks and shout out to the Mayor of Farmingdale. We're in the village of Farmingdale right now. That's Ralph Ekstrom. He knows Bethpage very well, Bethpage Park very well. Fire and rescue from the village responds, so thank you. And I think I love the mayor for many reasons. One is because, this is a little bit off topic, he has a wonderfully vibrant downtown, real transit-oriented development, and he had the political courage to make this happen, so I thank him for that. Also, he's going to see a lot of activity and a lot of economic activity from this tournament. I'm also happy to share a little bit of the state park, and there are a few holes of Bethpage Black. I think it's 3 or 4 holes in Suffolk County, so this is a very bi-county thing. Steve and I have that in common. We also have something else in common. We love economic activity on Long Island. And so the Bethpage, the PGA Championship, for the first time here on Long Island, is sort of a marriage of both of those things. We're expecting the PGA Championship's economic impact to our region to exceed $100 million. The 2017 PGA Championship in Charlotte, North Carolina generated $117 million. Roughly 1,100 full and part-time jobs have already been created as a result of this championship. More than 120 regional and national companies will be hosting their clientele here. And I have to give a special thanks to Nassau's industrial IDA, led by Chairman Richie Kessel, and our new CEO, Harry Coughlin. They're one of the sponsors of this event. Both Richie and Harry are here today, and I would like to personally thank them for all of their support of this great event. It's been a long time in the planning, and for their dedication to the economic strength of our county. Through their leadership, we're promoting advantages, the many advantages of doing business right here in Nassau. As you mentioned, we're having 200,000 of our closest friends coming from all over the world, from many countries, and we have a great opportunity to showcase to them about how we can help their companies take advantage of IDA programs and tax incentives by bringing their jobs right here. And it's true, the eyes of the world will be on us, will be on Long Island. It's going to be broadcast in about 200 countries, in about 500 million households. We'll be able to see how wonderful it is here. It's great advertising for us. We're going to have about 1,000 press people here using this center, broadcasting everything that we have to offer to the rest of the world. Long Island, of course, equals traffic. So because this is a big deal, we want to encourage everyone to use public transportation, or most people to use public transportation, and all of the various free shuttle options that will be offered by the PGA, and I want to thank the PGA for that. I also have to give a special thanks to my Deputy County Executive for Parks and Public Works, Brian Schneider, who's here, who's been working very closely with the IDA. This is going to be a very big event. Obviously, safety is incredibly important. We have the marathon in Eisenhower Park this weekend, so we're sort of in mode of big crowds. Our Nassau County Police Department, including our intelligence unit, is assisting the state police and the state park police with various aspects of security for the tournament. And we are working with other local, state, and federal partners to ensure safety and security, and I want to thank the partnership. One last thing, I can't not mention it. I think we can call it the tiger in the room. We know what he did on this ground 17 years ago, so let's see what happens this time. After catching some of the Masters tournament, I think it's going to be interesting. I can't wait for it, and I cannot wait to welcome the crowds to Long Island. Thank you.
Thank you, County Executive. I'd like to introduce the Suffolk County Executive, Steve Bellone, for a couple of comments.
Thank you very much. And first, I want to thank Scott Reid and Charlie Robson and the entire team at the PGA. They are outstanding. They're absolutely great to work with, and they absolutely know what they're doing. Laura mentioned Tiger. I was thinking when I was watching that, as the rest of the country was just sort of caught up in this amazing comeback story, that two of the happiest guys in the world are Charlie and Scott right now. Seeing Tiger win this championship. I was here, Laura mentioned, back in 2002 when Tiger was on this course. I was here that Sunday watching him win in overwhelming fashion that day. So it's going to be, PGA Championship is always exciting, no matter what. But this is pretty special. It's pretty special for that reason. I think everybody's excited to see what's going to happen here with Tiger again when he's on this course. Excited to see the best players in the world once again descend upon Long Island and New York, and to see them compete. But it's really special, too, because this place is special. Bethpage Black. It's one of the great courses. And the fact that it's a public course and that, anyone, a terrible golfer like me, can come here and play on this course the same way that Tiger Woods and the other great champions will be playing out here, that's an amazing thing. And it does make it a little more special. Now, as Laura noted, most of the course is in Nassau County, but that's okay. We appreciate just a few. I think the 9th hole is all in Suffolk, so we call that the Suffolk hole, hole 9. But it doesn't matter because Laura and I together, we understand this is about Long Island. Long Island is an amazing place, and our message today is we know how to do this. We know how to do big events. This is the second major championship we're hosting in 2 years on Long Island. And there's not many regions in the country that can say that. But we can here because we're used to it. We're a big place. We're New Yorkers. We know how to do big things. And I certainly want to thank the members of law enforcement, Major Dave Candelaria, the state police. Great job they do. State parks, Suffolk County Police Department, Nassau County Police Department, all the law enforcement agencies who do such a terrific job. And of course, Laura and I, we love, and Laura mentioned the stats, economic development. This is about, it's not just about recreation, it's not just about, seeing an exciting championship tournament. It's about pumping money into the local economy here. And that's why we're we love supporting and working with the PGA in events like this. The amount of jobs it creates, the amount of economic activity is incredible. But bottom line, we want people to know, as 200,000 people descend here, that we are ready, that we're going to be able to make sure that people have a secure and really enjoyable time when they're here. We're going to make the transportation as easy as we can. As Laura said, we encourage people to take public transportation. We have a great regional airport, Ronkonkoma MacArthur Airport, where you can take the train from there to Farmingdale. And we've got the great shuttles set up. You can take the train from the west as well. It's a great way to get here. Of course, you can always take the car, and we have shuttles, and that's all in place. But we definitely do encourage people to take public transportation. It's convenient, it's easy, it's a great way to get here, and it's a great way to get back home in a seamless fashion. So, bottom line, we are really excited to welcome the 2019 PGA Championship to Long Island. This is going to be a great event, and couldn't be more exciting. So, glad to be here. Thank you.
Thank you both. As both county executives alluded to, I mean, it takes there's a lot of different people involved with this event, and it starts with safety, providing a safety environment for everyone to enjoy the championship. So I want to introduce Major David Candelaria from the New York State Police Department to discuss a little bit about those efforts.
Hello, everybody. As Scott said, I'm Major David Candelaria, Candelaria. You always spell my name wrong. I am the Law Enforcement Incident Commander for the 2019 PGA Championship. There are 6 local police departments as well as 3 federal law enforcement agencies that are assigned to this event. We have a combined total of over 400 law enforcement personnel assigned. Law enforcement and transportation partners have been planning for this event for approximately 2 years. We have extensive experience policing these large-scale golf events. Over the last 20 years, my team has been involved in 4 U.S. Opens and 2 PGA Tour events. An event of this magnitude poses numerous security risks and traffic concerns. All of our planning and operational efforts are geared toward the following law enforcement and transportation goals. Number 1, to provide a safe and secure environment for everybody involved in the 2009 PGA Championship, to establish a transportation system that will allow for the expeditious travel to and from the event, and third, and pretty important, is to mitigate any issues in the local community. On behalf of the New York State Police, my fellow law enforcement partners and transportation partners, I want to thank the local community for your support. This is going to be a big endeavor. However, I think we've done a lot of planning, and I think this is going to be a safe and successful 2019 PGA Championship. Thank you.
Thank you, Major. As I mentioned, the PGA has a really great relationship with the state of New York, and certainly the state parks has been a wonderful partner and organization to work with, and we've really enjoyed it. And I want to introduce at this time the Regional Director for New York State Parks, George Gorman.
Thanks, Scott. I'd like to first recognize 2 people who really make this happen for state parks. One is the Director of Bethpage State Park, Elizabeth Wittenberger, better known as Betsy, and then Andy Wilson, who is next to her. He is the superintendent of greens, director of agronomy. He is the one that takes care of the turf to make sure it is outstanding condition. They take care of the course for the general golfer. Nearly 300,000 golfers visit Bethpage each year. And they do an amazing job. They've been working with the PGA of America. I guess I was told the first PGA representative came about 3 years ago. So they have been living and breathing this for 3 years. When Betsy said, oh, we're going to meet weekly, I said, don't you talk to them? Yeah, every day, 50 times a day. I said, okay. But they've been meeting, working to make sure that all of the planning, that the golf course is in prime condition, world-class condition, not only for the championship, but throughout the year for our regular golfers. As I said, the partnership started 3 years ago, and there are approximately 50 agencies, organizations that are involved in the planning and implementation of the championship. The Village of Farmingdale was mentioned. There are towns, the counties, as you know, are big partners, state agencies, federal agencies. It's a whole group of people that work diligently to make sure it's a success. I'd also like to mention some of the information regarding the park and the closures and what's going to happen over the next few weeks. The black course was open for a couple of weeks in mid-April to accommodate the golfers, and they were thrilled that they were playing on the black course that was hosting the PGA Championship, and they were amazed that it was actually open to them. Second is that we are going to be closing the remaining golf courses, the 4 other golf courses. I guess the last play is Sunday, so beginning Monday they're going to be closed. And then the clubhouse will be closing Thursday, close the business Thursday, so after Friday it will be closed. However, it will reopen right after the championship. The tentative dates, we're hoping to open earlier, but the tentative dates for the pro shop and the clubhouse to open is May 21st. And then the park to reopen Friday, May 24th, and then the golf courses to reopen May 25th. So that's the schedule for here at Bethpage. And then Jones Beach, that is, as already mentioned, the location where the general spectators will be parking. And we are encouraging everyone to take the Long Island Railroad to get here as expeditiously as they can, but we also have fields 3, 4, and 5 at Jones Beach set up for the general spectator parking. As mentioned, the shuttle bus service is amazing. They'll be traveling very quickly to Bethpage, and that's going to give us about 10,000 parking spaces available for spectators. In addition, Jones Beach is open. As usual, we'll have fields 1, 2, and 6 on the beachfront available to the normal beachgoers, and there we'll have about 5,000 parking spaces to accommodate the regular beachgoers. So we are ready, and we can't wait until the next couple of weeks occur.
Thank you, Chip. And finally, I'd like to introduce our general chair. Every year we find an important figure in the community to help chair the PGA Championship. It's really a crucial position, and we make sure that we take time to find the right person, and we couldn't have asked for a better one in Charlie Robson. Charlie was the executive director of the Met PGA here for 43 years, is very connected in the golf industry, and it's been a pleasure to work with him on this PGA Championship, and can't believe it's finally here, Charlie. I'll let you make a couple of comments.
I'm sure we both can't wait. You know, it's amazing for an individual sport to think about what a team demand this is. And you're just getting a sense of it: governance, transportation, security, volunteers. It's an incredible list of people that are involved with making this championship happen, and it's been a great team. I'm going to kind of hit on some of the championship week activities. We're all talking about the tournament starting on May 16th. Actually, we get up and going on May 10th. With the championship shops being open that Friday. So Friday, May 10th, the 11th, and Mother's Day, May 12th. The championship shops will be open, and that'll be good for sales tax. So we'll keep all our government agencies happy with that. I think it's a 60,000 square foot tent that they'll be operating out of, the largest that has ever been built for a PGA championship. So we're hoping to generate a tremendous amount of revenue, and I think more than anything else, it's an excitement that everybody that comes here wants a memory of the championship, and it plays a big part of that. While we're here to celebrate the best golfers in the world, we also have some pretty interesting activities that take place during the championship week. On Monday, we have an event called the Secretary's Cup, and PGA Reach is the foundation for the PGA of America, and through PGA Reach, there are 3 pillars that are served: veterans, children, and diversity and inclusion. And during this week, we're going to try and have an arm of each of those that will be served. On Monday, the Secretary's Cup will take place on a 9-hole composite golf course of the blue and the red. The state and the folks here at Bethpage have been great about making that available to us. There'll be 12 teams of veterans from around the country, 6 different sections of the country, who will be traveling to Bethpage to play in a Pro-Am event with their local pro. And these are veterans that have generally come through the VA systems. I know from the groups in New York, they're coming from the Northport VA, the Bronx and Manhattan VA, and the West Point region VAs. And we'll have 6 teams from New York along with 6 teams from other regions playing, along with the golf professional that is paired with each of those teams. Part of the thrill for them will also be the chance to meet David Wright, who will be the honorary ambassador for the PGA Championship. I think anybody who's a New Yorker knows about David, and a true icon of New York sports. So David will be coming in that day, and we'll greet the players and be part of that event. And again, I think for those of you that love golf, to see the smiles and the excitement on the face of these veterans is just incredible. Tuesday, May 14th, the PGA will be sponsoring or holding its long drive contest again. And for those of us that love to see them crank it out, their top 3 places are able to make a charitable donation to charities of their choice: $25,000, $15,000, and $10,000. And we've been fortunate to have a Met section player that's finished in the top 3 before in this event, so we'll be pulling for that as well. Tuesday also is PGA Junior League Day, and again, part of our PGA Reach and our foundation commitment. PGA Junior League has captured the attention of the country. I think there are 50,000 kids now participating. It's a little different than what you see normally. The kids walk around with their Little League jerseys with a number on their back. It's an inclusive event. It's a scramble event, so it's not the same competition as some of the other junior programs that either we or the PGA of America sponsors, but it's an event that includes all the kids and creates a tremendous atmosphere for them. So you can kind of see that we've got a little bit of entertainment and a little bit of an attraction for everybody during the week. And I just want to touch on a couple of other special admission options that the PGA has been great in establishing. There's a military admission policy that active and retired military are given complimentary daily grounds access for themselves and one guest during the entire week. There's also a junior admissions policy. Kids age 17 and under are given complimentary daily grounds access with a ticketed adult, and up to 4 kids can come in with each ticketed adult. And in addition to that, we've got some of the local kids who are involved in the tournament, part of that 3,600 volunteers. And we've got several of our HOPE, which is Help Our Patriots Everywhere, VA veterans who will be also working in the merchandise championship tent. And then one other program that we've initiated this year, that for the practice rounds, we've partnered with the Long Island Caddy Scholarship Fund, and we're sending tickets, credentials to local caddies who are part of the Long Island Caddy Scholarship Fund programs for complimentary ticket access during the practice rounds. So again, I think what you see from this is it's not all about Tiger and Brooks Koepka and Dustin Johnson and the great players. It's really about making this an experience for kids, for veterans, for people of all backgrounds to come and enjoy what a major championship is all about. And again, we're very blessed to have the teamwork and the great group of people here and that are part of this event to make this all happen.
Thank you, Charlie. In closing, I wanted to cover a few key items. Everybody should make sure you grab a spectator guide. They were on the chairs, and there's some on the table out there as well. That has all the information you need to know about coming to the PGA Championship. You know, admission policies and transportation information, et cetera. And as was mentioned earlier, I mean, three basic ways to come to the championship. One, you can, if you do drive, you can park at Jones Beach. And as Chip mentioned, we're running complimentary shuttles from Jones Beach. We encourage people definitely to take the Long Island Railroad right to the Farmingdale train station. Quick shuttle ride that we'll provide from there as well. And then of course, we have an Uber rideshare lot at the Newsday facility, so you can get a ride share over there, and we are running shuttles from that facility as well. So pretty easy ways to get to the championship. Tickets are sold out for Saturday and Sunday. We have a few remaining for Friday, and then we plan on selling tickets on site for the days that are still available, so more than likely Monday through Thursday, possibly a few for Friday, but you'll be able to, if you don't get a ticket prior, you'll be able to come on site and purchase them at our admission office, which is right at the main entrance. Before opening the floor for questions, I just want to recognize a few people that are here also. Chip already mentioned Betsy Wittenberger and Andrew Wilson from the state park for their great work that they do. Of course, Mayor Ralph from the village of Farmingdale. Thanks for everything that Farmingdale has done for us. Also want to recognize Kristen Jarnigan from Discover Long Island. Thanks for being here, Kristen. And they've been a great partner as well, helping promote the championship. And then I want to recognize a few people that have put up with me for the last year and a half as we have gotten ready for this. And that's we have an on-site team here that has been here for a year and a half plus preparing for this championship. And some of them are in the room. Rick Jenkins, Brian Langlois, Annie Camisa, Megan Keast, Ben Rubin, and John Hanley are two of our headquarters staff. We'll bring in, our PGA America headquarters in Florida. We'll have 100 plus of our headquarters staff here to help put on this championship. Everything from media to operations to serving, helping with our board and officers that are here. So, and then two members that are not here today, Matt Clark, who many of you know is our operations manager, has been responsible for what you're seeing that has been built, really just a city out on the Bethpage Black. He's done a great job. And then Kate Kinderwater, our volunteer operations manager, who has really done a wonderful job getting 3,600 volunteers corralled and with Charlie's help as well. So also Kyler Rose, our sales and marketing guru, and then Evan Crowder, who a lot of our law enforcement folks know. Evan has been instrumental in helping put together our transportation program for the championship. So anyway, I want to thank all those folks for all the great work that they do and helping me prepare for this major championship. At this time, we will open it up for a few questions, and then afterwards, you can have some opportunities for one-on-one questions if you have some remaining, and then lunch will be provided right out on the other side of the wall outside here. Questions?
Scott, if I may, I just want to
Yep.
quickly recognize a member of my team.
Sure.
I've been working with the PGA, John Kamen, our Deputy County Executive is here, and our Economic Development Commissioner, Teresa Ward, and Regina Zara, who's been part of every major championship on Long Island in the last 20 years. So thank you, Regina.
Yeah, thank you. Any questions?
We've covered everything.
No?
Just over there? Yeah.
I didn't see it.
Hey, Anya.
Oh.
For someone who's a non-golfer, can you explain what it is about this course in particular that makes it so attractive to the PGA?
Well, it's beautiful. But yeah, I mean, from a non-golf standpoint, it's just, for a major championship, we're fortunate to have the space that we have out here. As you'll see when you get out, on site and into the guts of the championship, how much infrastructure that we build. It's nice to have the space. I mean, a lot of places that we go to, we don't have that luxury. But it's really, I mean, A.W. Tillinghast, the architect of the golf course. I mean, it's one of his best. It's always been regarded as one of his best designs. So, and the players certainly really love the golf course. So, I think it's just, it's a wonderful, beautiful, park. You don't see a lot of homes. A lot of times when you go to a golf course, you see homes surrounding the golf course. So that's not the case out here. So you really get to enjoy the beauty of what it is.
And then as far as golfers are concerned, this is a particularly challenging course, isn't it? I mean, if you're going to match yourself up against the best golfers in the world, you're doing it in a very challenging environment, right?
Absolutely. That's why, I mean, there's a sign at the first tee that says extreme difficulty, and it's true. It is a very hard golf course, but it's a very fair golf course, and I think that's why the best players in the world enjoy it, because it is tough, but it is fair. There's not there's no trickiness to it. Everything is out in front of you. So it's a very challenging golf course, but it's fair.
And just to add in about the golfers and how they love Bethpage and the Black Course in particular, they love playing here before or after the champions. They love playing the same course that professional golfers play at a reasonable rate. It's a state park. It's a state park rate. So that is phenomenal, and we hear it all the time from the golfers here at Bethpage. Wow, this is the course that Tiger Woods played, or any of the PGA professionals. It's fantastic, the way they think and how they enjoy the course.